Welcome to animals that got, let's just say, screwed over by evolution. First up, we have a fish that's entire existence is so pathetic, it's honestly just sad. This is a mola mola, also known as a sunfish, and basically they're just a giant 4,500 pound pancake that floats around in the ocean. Now, the reason these guys are so sad and pathetic is because they're 4,500 pounds and they don't have a tail. So they can't propel themselves through the water the same way other fish do. They kind of just awkwardly wobble around as they slowly get picked off by predators. And when I say that, it's not even an exaggeration. Predators will literally take huge bites out of them and just swim away. And the mola can't even do anything about it, even if it wanted to, because they're so slow and clumsy. It's just so sad. I honestly just feel bad at this point. Like, nature needs to give these things a break already. Now, you might be wondering how these things are still alive and how they haven't gone extinct already. And honestly, I was asking the same question. But it turns out that they can lay up to 300 million eggs at a time. So with that many eggs, at least a few of them have to survive. But yeah, I mean, the mola mola really got slapped in the face by evolution, but I think we've made fun of it enough. So let's talk about this thing. So this is the babirusa. Now you're probably looking at this picture thinking, oh, that's a cool looking animal. It's got some cool tusks. It looks like a type of pig. It looks kind of happy. It's kind of smiling, but no. You see, here's the catch. Those cool looking tusks, well, you see how they kind of curl backwards like that? Well, yeah, so they'll keep growing backwards and curling backwards like that until they pierce through the animal's skull, which eventually kills it. So its own body kills itself. What did evolution do here? So yeah, it's actually pretty common in these animals for their tusk to grow backwards into their own skull and kill it. And there's a few photos you can find online. But I would like to know whose bright fucking idea was it to have these animals' tusks grow backwards into its own skull, which kills it? Because I have no idea. I don't really understand why they would have tusks like this. Like, I assume they're for mating or sexual selection or something like that. But why they grow backwards into its skull, who knows? But yeah, I mean, the babirusa didn't just get slapped in the face by evolution, they got pierced in the head by evolution, and I mean, they really have it bad, so let's move on to the next animal. So we took a look at the mola mola, we saw the babirusa, and you know, we saw some pretty messed up things, right? We can all admit that these animals don't have it too great. But when I show you this next animal and its evolutionary disadvantage, it doesn't even compare to these other animals. It doesn't even make them look bad. When I found out about this one, I didn't even know what to say, but you know what, I'll just show you guys. So hyena, right? Well, this isn't any hyena, this is a female hyena. Now, when you look at this, you might notice something, and I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Yeah, that's a penis, okay? Now, a penis on a female hyena, how does that work? Well, yeah, fun fact, female hyenas have a fake penis. So it's not actually a penis, it's an elongated clitoris, but it works just like a penis. They use it to urinate, they use it to mate, but worst of all, they use it to give birth. So that skinny little tiny hole, they have to push a baby out of that. A newborn hyena is about 3 to 4 pounds, so that's like the equivalent of you trying to piss out a football. Maybe that's not the best analogy, but you know what I'm trying to say. The female hyena often dies in the process, and sometimes even the newborn will suffocate just because it's such a tight squeeze, I guess. But out of all these, I think the hyena has it the worst. I mean, this has got to be so painful. I don't even want to know. It probably looks like an exploded hot dog after, but yeah, those are animals that got screwed over by evolution. Alright, that's going to be it for today, guys. See ya.